Good day. Thanks for stopping by and watching this video. In this video, I'll be talking about how to create a buyer persona or customer avatar map, even if you have no idea who your real customers are. You see, this is one of the most important foundations in digital marketing, and not even in digital marketing as a business owner or as a freelancer. As a digital marketing expert or professional, you need to know your ideal customer. This business you want to work with, this business you want to create content for, this business you want to do an advert for. Who is their ideal customer? If your content or ads do not resonate with the ideal customer, do not resonate with the real person that needs this product or service, you'll be throwing majority of the money you'll be spending on ads away, or you'll be wasting your time creating content and the wrong sets of people are reading it. That is why this video is very important to your success as a business owner, as a freelancer, or as a digital marketing professional. So I would suggest that you get a pen and a paper so that you jot some very important points and you do the exercise. You practicalize it. This video is to show you what it means to create a customer avatar. And I would like you to put things in writing, to practicalize what you are watching, because at the end of this video, you will see my own way of creating an ideal customer avatar. And I hope you watch through the whole video so that you get the full concept of what it means to create an ideal customer avatar. Thanks for watching. My name again is Moses Alabi Isama. I am the founder and head of trainings at Jobs Bridge Digital Marketing Academy, located at 11A Kongi Bodija in the city of Ibadan. Thank you. Okay, to sell more of your product, reach a bigger audience, and grow your email list, the single most effective thing you can learn is how to create a customer avatar. This is a very important video, like I said, in your success as a digital marketing expert. You must have a clear picture of who your ideal customer is. Okay, having a good customer avatar will give you a near superhuman ability to communicate powerfully with the people who are most likely to become your customers, to communicate powerfully, effectively with the people who are most likely to become your customers. Okay, a customer avatar is also often called an ideal client profile. Some people also call it a buyer persona or a marketing persona. No matter the name given to it, what matters to us is to have a clear picture of who my ideal customer is. What are their needs? What are their fears? What income level do they have? Okay, what are their dreams? Okay, those are all the things we'll be looking at as we create a customer avatar in this video. Not every customer is right for your business. That is a fact you must put at the back of your mind, and you must always know it. People will say the customer is always right. No, it is the right customer that is always right. Not every customer is right for your business. You must know that, and your product or service cannot be for everybody. It's not possible. Even the cheapest of products won't be bought by everybody. Some people won't buy something because they will say it's too cheap. Some people won't buy a product or service because they say it's expensive. What you call expensive is cheap for someone. What you say is cheap is not worth it for another person. So that's it. Not every customer is right for your business, and you'll be wasting a lot of your funds and giving yourself headache if you are trying to reach the wrong customer. Your message can resonate really well with some types of people, but not with all of them. For example, if someone is skinny and you have a very authentic product that can help people to reduce tummy fat, you tell me, how does that resonate with someone that is skinny? Your product works, yes, but I'm a slim person. So how? If you market to me from now till next year, I won't buy your product because I don't have a big tummy. I want a big tummy. So it cannot work. It won't resonate with me. That is why I need to know who I am actually dealing with. I need to know, why is this person not buying my product or service? Where will I meet the right set of people who have big tummy? Where do they gather? What do they watch? Who are their close friends? Those are all the things we are trying to picture and analyze as we try to create a customer avatar in this video. So, a customer avatar allows you to identify the specific characteristics of people who need to buy what you are selling. You see, that's the biggest secret of success. You want to reach out to people who urgently need what you sell. Okay, so we want to know, what is the characteristics of these people? What are the characteristics of these people who will be needing my product or service? What are the things that must be in their life? What are the things that must be happening or must have happened in their life for them to need urgently the product or service that I'm rendering? Knowing whom you are speaking to when you are crafting marketing and sales materials or developing new products or services is the key to attracting and converting customers. Knowing whom you are speaking to when you are crafting marketing and sales materials or developing new products or services is the key to attracting and converting customers. If you don't know who you are writing to, if you don't picture the person, their needs, their problems, their challenges, if you don't know it, you won't be able to create the right content. What are the things that once they see on the internet, it resonates with them? What are those things? Those are part of things you want to spend time to think about. That way, you can tailor your brand story to speak to their dreams, their goals, their pain points, and challenges in ways that spark sympathetic or empathetic connections. Okay, so what do avatars do for businesses? Your business has its own personality, and that can be shaped by a number of factors, including your founder's vision, your core company values, or simply the idea that you are selling a product or service that people want. Just like we know, many of the things we see about many organizations are given to them based on the vision of their founders. But you see, we need to take the business beyond just focusing on the vision of the founder. Any business that will succeed and win over time must have consistently paying customers. And how are you going to have consistently paying customers if you do not know who they are? And that's what we are trying to do. We want to know who the ideal person that will be making use of this product or service is. Okay, so we are not just focusing on ourselves. We are focusing on the person who will be making use of this product or service. Okay, to attract the right buyers, though, is not solely about telling your story. It's about crafting a narrative that revolves around your customers first, with your products or services as the supporting characters that help them get where they need to go. And that's why when we started this training, we talked about the after state. Okay? Someone is in state A now and wants to end up in state Z. my product or service is what takes them from state A to state Z. Okay, so they need to first of all become aware that my product exists and it can take them from state A to their desired state Z. Okay, so all those people that want to get to state Z are those people I want to focus on. Those people that want my desired after state are the people that are my ideal customers. They are the ones that my messages and content will resonate with, because I want them to have a clear picture of the state Z that they want to end up in. Okay, so the after state of my product or service is that it will take you from state A to state Z. Now, the right customer for me will be all those set of people who are interested in getting to state Z. I hope you are following as I'm going on in this video. In other words, your buyer's motivations write the story and strategy, not the other way around. We are not interested in your needs or your wants. You have the school fees of your children to pay. You have house rent to pay. That doesn't concern us. What concerns us is our own needs. When it comes to meeting each other's needs, we are selfish. And as a business owner, do not focus on your needs. Do not focus on your goals. Your focus should be on the needs, the goals of your ideal customer. Like Bishop Oyedepo will say, if you don't meet people's needs, you will always be in need. That's how it works. The goal of every business owner that will succeed over time is to make sure it properly meets the needs or solves the problems of their customer. And that's how it works everywhere in the world. The more people that you are able to solve their problems or meet their needs, the more money you can make. That's why you are saying your buyer's motivations will determine the things you will be writing, will determine the ads you will be producing, not the needs or just the vision of your own organization. Okay? Okay. So the first thing is determining the characteristics of your avatar. What is their job title? Now, we are moving past listing just a generic title. And now we want to detail what this avatar does for a living and the decisions he or she influences at work. What say do they have at work? Where do they work? The people that will be making use of my product or service, are they going to be the business owners? Are they going to be employees? Are they going to be freelancers? You need to know their job title, okay? Then you look into their demographics. Fill in the basic blanks to bring your avatar to life, including their age, their gender, their income level, education, their marital status / family, and where he or she lives and works. You see, for some products or services, the income level will determine if this person is worth advertising to or not. For example, you are selling a property that is worth 5 million naira or 10 million naira, and you want people that will make a minimum of 50% down payment. You can't be advertising that product or service to someone whose salary is 50,000 naira or hasn't been more than 50,000 naira in the past 2 years. How will somebody who is earning 50,000 naira every month for the past 2 years, he hasn't earned more than that, how will he be able to make a down payment of 5 million naira for a house of 10 million naira, except he or she is also into something else? See, so you need to know all these things so that you don't waste time advertising to the wrong set of people. That's why you see some organizations will never advertise in some TV programs or in some radio programs, because they believe that those watching those sort of programs are not in the income bracket of those they are targeting. I hope you are getting my point. Okay. Then we look into the psychographics. Get into your avatar's head, their mind, and habits by describing their hobbies. Where do they hang out? What sort of radio programs do they listen to? Who are their mentors? What motivates them? What inspires them to take action in anything that they want to do? What are their attitudes and interests? Where do they hang out online? Do they make use of social media? Those are all the things you want to know as you try to determine a customer avatar. What are their goals, challenges, and pain points? Okay, what stands in the way of him or her accomplishing those goals? And what keeps your avatar up at night? What keeps them awake? They're not able to sleep. They keep thinking, how do I pay my children's school fees? How do I solve the problem of this car? You need to know what keeps them awake at night. For example, maybe you have a product or service that enhances the sexual strength of a man. You need to know how to get to the mind of that person. What keeps that person awake at night? You need to know. Okay, then we look at the objections and role the person has in the purchase process. Why wouldn't your ideal customer buy from you? And how much power does that person have over the ultimate decision of buying? You see, that part of the customer avatar is very important. And it happened to me when I wrote a book. After I graduated, I wrote a book on how to excel academically. Then I took the books to some private schools. They were just mentioning different amounts of money they wanted to buy the book. They didn't want to buy the book anyway. It will be these students that will be buying it. Okay, so they were mentioning some funny amounts of money that was even lower than the amount it cost me to print each of the book. I was wondering, what will I do with all these books if I don't sell it to these people at this amount of money? Then I discussed it with one of my mentors, and he said, you are targeting the right places, which means people that will need these books will be secondary schools and undergraduates. But you see, they are not your ideal audience. What do you mean, sir? Your ideal audience are their parents, because it is their parents that determine the buying decision. The students are those who will read the book, but they are not your ideal audience. Your audience are those who will pay for this book. Because if the parent buys the book, they will give it to their child and make sure they read it. I hope you are getting the point. I was thinking my ideal audience are the students. No, my ideal audience are those who will pay for the book. That is how it works. And that is why it's very important that you know who your ideal audience is so that you don't get it wrong. The people that want to read the book are different from those who will actually do the buying. They are the ones that have the purchasing power. So you need to understand why we do this in digital marketing so that you are not advertising to people who won't be making the buying decision anyway. Okay, so let's move on. Their media use. Where does your avatar get his or her information? What are their favorite websites? What are their favorite programs? What books do they read? Do they even read at all? Where do they get their news from? What programs do they like on TV, on the internet, on radio? All these things are very important to your success as a digital marketing professional. Don't forget, majority of these people you are trying to sell to, we are doing what is called digital marketing training. You won't be seeing them face to face. So the things that will resonate with them will be your videos, the words you write. Those are the things that will resonate with them and prompt them to take action. Okay? So the second thing is you need to research your avatar. There are several ways to conduct your research, depending on whether or not you have existing customers. If you have existing customers already, that means you have an established business. Most likely with a website, you will use the resources from your website and data to know the gender of the people that visit your site, their age bracket, their interests. You see, these are all the things we can know using Facebook Pixel, Google Analytics, Google Search Console. I'll be talking more about it as we go on in this training. Okay, so interview existing customers in person if possible, or over the phone using your personal research checklist. Okay, so we're looking at 6 to 10 people that you'll be interviewing that are your customers already. What do they do for a living? Which area do they live? What's their income level? Okay, what's the gender? You see, all those things, what's their objections? What did they think about? What made them to eventually buy from your company? How did they become aware of your business? After they became aware of your business, what did they do? Did they visit other places? Okay, if they visited other places, why did they eventually buy from you? All those are the points you want to have noted. Okay, so as I ask your sales and marketing team members to weigh in on what they know about the people who purchase your products or services, as those buyers are your proven customers. Specifically question your colleagues about the most common queries they get, the objections they hear, and how they respond to customer concerns. Okay? What are the things people tell people working in your organization? Why don't we buy your product or service? You need to note all those objections so you can come up with solutions. Also, be sure to speak to your customer service team about what people like, love, and dislike about your company's products and services and how you can get better. You see, if people don't buy from you, even though you know that your product or service is authentic and it works, you need to know why people still don't buy from you. What are their objections? So that you can come up with a solution to those objections. Even if this set of people don't end up buying, you can still reach more people. Okay, like I said before, if you use Facebook advertising like you'll be learning how to do, you would have installed what we call a Facebook pixel on your site. With that pixel on your site, you'll be able to get more information from people. The Facebook pixel is what you see. I'm sure you would have noticed it sometimes when you visit some sites like Jumia or our own website, www.digitalmarketingforgraduates.com.ng. Okay, you will notice that after you leave the site, maybe you didn't eventually buy and you went back to Facebook or you were checking football scores, it will be as if Jumia is following you everywhere you go after you left their website. It's because they have a Facebook pixel. And once you get to their site with your system or your phone, the pixel is automatically installed on your phone. So they're able to follow you for a period of days. And you'll be seeing more of their adverts anywhere you go online. It's because there's a Facebook pixel on that site, and you'll be learning how to do that as we go on in this training. Okay? Use Google Search Console to get insights into the questions, challenges, and problems your audience wants to solve. It tells you what keywords or phrases people searched for that brought them to a particular page or post on your website. That's one of the importance of Google My Business and the Google Search Console platform. It lets you know what people are actually typing in on the internet to get to your type of business. What keywords, what phrases, what do people type in on the internet to get to your business? Now, once you know all those phrases or keywords that people type in on the internet, you'll be able to build your content around those keywords. Those are all the things you'll also be learning as we go on in the training when we are covering search engine optimization and content marketing. Okay. So there are two ways to create marketing personas or customer avatar. First, like I said before, if you have customers or an audience already, you can perform a series of interviews with your customers and piece together common characteristics into one persona for each demographic. Okay? You might want to have age 20 to 30, age 31 to 40, age 41 to 50, age 51 to 60. What are the needs of these people? What are their desires? What will be the objections of each segment? What will make them not want to buy from us? Those are all the things you will put in place as you put your audience into different segments or groups. Okay? So I said a very basic customer interview template looks like this. Who are my customers? You would have written the customer name, the customer segment. You can base the segment on age. It could be on location, on their gender, or what they do. Okay, so who are they? What are their fears? What are their desires? What problems do they face? Okay, who are they? Where do they live? What's their income level? Okay, it's good to have their picture or just have an imaginary picture. Okay, what are their goals and pain points? And what eventually made them to purchase? That's the purchasing decisions. You would have noted their objections along the way And why did they eventually choose your organization instead of others? Definitely you are going to have competitors. So why did these people buy from you and not from your competitors? You need to have all those things in place so that you can develop a proper template that you can use as you move on. Okay, the second method is to imagine your ideal customer and define all the things I have discussed in this video to have a firm idea of who your ideal client is. You see, ideally, even if the business already exists and they have their own customer or audience, this second method is the best way to go about it. You decide, you imagine who the ideal customer is and try to get their data. That's how it works. Even though the business already exists, it's better you start it that way. Then you can compare what you've imagined and what actually exists. Okay, so this is a customer avatar I created for someone called Frank Founder. Okay, so if you look at this, I said, what's the background of this person? What job does he do? Is he married? What's his level of education? Then I looked at the demographics, the gender. How old is he? What is his income level? Because his income level will let me know if I want to advertise to him or not, if I want to write a proposal to him or not. For example, this avatar I created was for those I wanted to sell web design services to. Okay, so what's the goals of this person? To keep employees happy and turnover low, to transition out of the business successfully on retirement, keep business up to date in a changing world. Okay, what are their hobbies? Reading the Wall Street Journal, spending time at his family's lake house, hearing updates from his children, using email to keep in touch with family and friends. What are their challenges? Keeping existing customers from switching to new providers, staying up to date with new technology, recruiting new talent to keep the business growing. Okay, so why wouldn't they want to buy this web design service? Okay, someone might say, I paid for a website 5 years ago. Why should I pay for another one? Okay, I just don't see how a website is going to help me grow my business in any meaningful way. What will be his biggest fears? Becoming irrelevant in the face of growing technology, business falling apart after retirement, not leaving a legacy he can be proud of through his firm. You see, your focus is to be able to match the challenges, their fears, their objections, put them together to create content that answers these objections and challenges that these people have. Once I create a content, for example, that says the 3 major reasons why businesses fail when their owners are no more involved. And I say one of the reasons is because they don't have a website where they can track data. It resonates with the person because, for example, he doesn't want to lose his business. He doesn't want his business to become irrelevant. Okay? Now I'm saying, if you don't want your business to become irrelevant in the face of growing technology, you need to have a website that is fully optimized to show up on Google. You see, there's a difference between having a website and making your website show up on the internet when people search for a phrase or keyword that is related to your type of business. And I'll be saying, okay, one of the ways you can benefit from having a website is for you to make sure that your website shows up for certain keywords without you advertising. That is what we call SEO. You see, once I know your objections that you'll be telling me when I write you this proposal or when you see my ad, and I already know your income level, which means I know you can afford this service, I'll go all out and develop a proper content that answers all your objections, the benefits of having a website, the things you will be losing if you keep delaying having this website. If your competitors get this website before you, many of your customers might switch over to them because they're able to see them online. They're able to interact with them even before calling the company. Okay, so those are all the benefits of having a properly defined customer avatar. And it's the same thing I would like you to do. For example, maybe you want to go into a business that will be teaching people how they can quickly relocate from Nigeria maybe to a country like Canada, and you are already living in Canada yourself, for example. You will need to know, why are people not buying this product? Why are people not buying these videos that I'm producing? You need to know their objections. Is it that they're not able to afford it? Is it that it's expensive relatively? So those are all the things you'll be looking at. What are their objections? What are their fears? Many people want to relocate from Nigeria. So why are they still not buying this product that details everything that I went through to get to Canada? So those are all the things you will be looking at. I hope you'll be able to do these exercises, go through this video again, make sure you have your customer avatar properly written, because you'll be making use of it as we go on in this training. Thank you for watching this video. My name again is Moses Alabi Isama. I am the founder and head of trainings at Jobsbury Digital Marketing Academy. Thank you so much for giving me your time. Have a great day.